Great day, everybody. Hope y'all are doing well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm attorney Takora Davis. I am live on both Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram. So I'm always trying to figure out my text situation, my text setup. Good morning. Good morning. Well, actually, good afternoon. So, listen, today I'm going to be talking about something that's super important, and it is how to help busy lawyers get clients on autopilot without burning out. Um, I'm really uniquely qualified to talk about this, obviously, because I am an attorney and I don't just play one on TV, but also because I faced burnout myself last year. Like, to a point where I just thought, should I even be doing this? Like, should I even be running this firm? It's like, is it running me or am I running this firm? And I don't know, hey, I don't know if you have all have had that thought in your business. Like, am I actually running this law firm and is it running well? Or am I running this business or is this business running me? And if you're not careful and you are like me, I value hard work. I have a coach and I had this breakthrough and we were talking and I was telling her, I work hard. I've worked very hard throughout my life and I've seen my parents work hard. And, you know, that's how I know how to get results. I know how to get results by working really, really hard. Drop a one in the comments if you can relate. If you're like, the way to get results, to get anything in life is to work hard. If that is something that you believe and you have adopted, just I want to see it in the comments, because that's what I think about things. I think if I work hard and I put forth the effort, I'm going to be rewarded. That's how you get results in life. And that's the message that is continuously taught to us, that if you work hard, you're going to get results. You're going to get what you need to get. And what I'm finding is that sometimes when you work really hard, you can overwork yourself, meaning that you feel that if you have a problem, you have to just work, at it tirelessly. And this may look like working 12 to 14 to 16 hours a day like I used to. It may look like working 7 days a week like I used to. It may look like working until 2, 3 a.m. in the morning and waking up at 7 and only getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night. Um, Working hard may look like that to you, but is that sustainable? No. Is that healthy? No. Is that something that you can scale a business with? No. Even if people say, you can sleep when you die, or, you shouldn't be sleeping. I like E.T., who's a hip hop preacher, but I do not subscribe to his philosophy where he says that you're not supposed to be working hard, or you are to work so hard and you should barely be able to rest. Rest is not a reward that you should get as a result of working hard. Rest is a requirement. And you have to make that shift in mindset and ensure that your business is set up in such a way that you can get results without having to put forth an enormous amount of effort. The business should serve you. The business should respond to you. The business should be set up in such a way that people are attracted to you with ease. And I've often tried to avoid the easy stuff in life because I felt like, well, if it's easy, then maybe it's not worth working hard at it, which is one of the reasons why I even have a biology degree in the first place. I literally thought this is going to be challenging, so it shouldn't be easy. And I had to really shift that mindset altogether because what comes to me with ease and joy is coaching. It's helping other people get a breakthrough. It's helping other people see clarity where they've been struggling before. It's helping people get unstuck. It's to move from, your now to your next. Those are the things that come to me with great ease. Those are the things that I'm passionate about. I'm a purpose activator and a purpose accelerator. And so when you begin to lean into the things that are natural to you, the natural gifts, the natural talents, you'll begin to realize that you actually don't have to work as hard as what society tries to tell you that you have to work at. If you are able to work critically, strategically, intelligently, then you can get results. And so one of the things that has helped with that is systems. Really, really, really great systems. And I have built systems from day one in this firm. It is a part of our company culture. And when I'm talking about systems, I'm talking about repeatable processes, templates, scripts, and a roadmap for how we are to handle various things that pop up so that we're not having to leverage our brains to make critical decisions. When you make decisions, you need to reserve your decision making power for things that are within your zone of genius, not how do we respond to this email when someone's asking about our prices. You should have templates ready, locked, and loaded so that your team members can respond on your behalf in the same spirit that you have, you know? And I think sometimes because we don't have those systems set up and it seems so overwhelming, we procrastinate and we don't even get started. And so if you look at, a traditional sales funnel or anything like that, I'm actually going to go get a mini funnel right now. I should have had it with me, but I'm going to get this so you guys can see what I'm talking about since I'm in my kitchen. So, all right. Oh, I've been working out, so I'm like super sore. So here is a funnel. I got these off of Amazon. Like I use protein powder and stuff like that. These are amazing. So, and I use matcha powder. These are awesome to get so that you don't spill things everywhere. But this is going to be great for demonstrative purposes. So this is a funnel. And so you hear sometimes people talking about sales funnels. And the reason why it's called a sales funnel is because at the top of the funnel, as you can see, it's much wider than it is at the bottom. This is how it is in sales. When you have clients coming into your funnel, not even clients, prospective clients, when you have people coming into the top of your funnel, every single person at the top won't make it to the bottom, right? And so when you think about a sales funnel, you're looking at it that way, where you're going to get people who are attracted to you. Now, some people are going to get on this live and you're in my funnel, right? You might say, okay, I'm interested in hearing what Takora has to say. Maybe you're interested in hiring me for a trademark or a contract. Maybe you're interested in my speaking services. Maybe you're interested in coaching. And so what ends up happening is based upon your interest level and what someone needs, the pain point that they have that only you can solve, they'll move further down your funnel. And so I walk my clients through a process that really takes this funnel or something that is demonstrative, help them set up those funnels. And so you have different funnels in your business. Most of us think about sales funnels. You have a marketing funnel. I even think you have a team funnel. There are different things and processes that you put in place in your business so that step by step by step, things are done appropriately. They're done decent and in order. And ultimately, what will happen in a sales funnel is you will have lots of people come into the top. So I have maybe almost 22,000 followers on Instagram. And those people are in my sphere of influence. Then I have some people who say, you know what? I'm going to move from just being a follower to being on the email list, right? If you listen to a podcast, right? You're still within the top of that funnel. Then you may say, you know what? I see that you have a training, Takora. I want to attend your training. I want to download a lead magnet. I want to get information from you that's going to help me a little bit more. And so then that person moves further down the funnel. So I've had hundreds of people download lead magnets, listen to my trainings, attend my lives. They have said, I'm going to give you my email address in exchange for more information because your training is going to help me solve a problem. I'm actually having a pop-up training tonight about how you can create wealth from your trademarks. And that's going to be at 7. And so now people who sign up for that, they're moving further down the funnel. And then at the end of that webinar, I'm going to pitch my legal services so someone can purchase a trademark. Now, everybody who attends that webinar, they're not going to purchase, but many people will. And those people who purchase are going to be at the bottom of the funnel. And now that is how people move down a sales funnel, going from the top all the way throughout the bottom. And so not only do I just do this as an entrepreneur naturally, where I'm getting more leads into my business, I teach attorneys about this. I teach them how to do this and do it well. Because if you have a really great sales funnel set up for your law firm, you can break that feast to famine cycle. Some people feel like the feast of famine cycle is normal. Someone said that's just a part of doing business. It's not a part of a healthy business. It's not a part of a business that's set up strategically and that uses data to drive decision making. That's not what happens. Feast of famine, that cycle can be broken if you consistently push people into your funnel over and over and over again. But if you only market your business when money is low, when you have more month than money, then you're going to see that feast of famine cycle. You're going to be able to see those things if you're not doing it appropriately. You have to have systems set up in your firm, in your business, that's going to drive people to you because you are a great solution. People don't even realize that you are even available to help solve their problem because you're not showing up. You aren't following my cash content strategy. You're not top of mind, top of inbox, and the top choice. People don't even recognize you in terms of having you stand out in a sea of sameness. They confuse you with other people because you're not showing up in your greatness. And so when lawyers are able to, at least my students, when they begin to activate their unique gifts, their talents, when they show up with great confidence and they have the systems in place to back up, meaning like, okay, I'm going to show up tonight and I'm going to teach my training, and then we're going to have systems on the back end set up. So when people do purchase, they're going to get automated emails. They're going to get welcome stuff. They're going to get intake. All of that stuff is automated on the back end so that my team is not manually pushing things out. And not only are we going to win those clients and they're going to be really happy, they're going to have an amazing client and customer experience after they give me their money. You can't just take people's money and then not deliver on what you've promised, because that's not going to be sustainable and people are not going to trust you. You might get them one time, but they won't come back and become legacy clients. And so when I show attorneys how to do this, it really unlocks a whole nother level for them, and so I have a program. It's called Funnel Cake. I have named it something different before. It's generally been my mentoring experience, but now I'm calling it Funnel Cake. And Funnel Cake is where I help busy solo lawyers automate their lead generation funnels with plug and play templates without a sales page, without a large following, and without dependency on a large, expensive team. Many times, what happens is people will make you believe that you have to have a huge team and you have to have all these people to make this stuff happen, and that's just not the case. I was able to scale this firm with a very small team until I began to hire more people. And, I've even had my experiences with hiring the wrong people, having to let people go, having to fire them, or having to support them when they decide to transition. All of that is a part of the business process. But making sure that you're able to have those lead generation funnels activated and firing, that's an amazing thing to have in place, because you're not going to have to keep going through this feast of famine cycle in your business. Now, this program is for solo private practice attorneys, some who have private pay clients and they need help with client attraction. It's busy trying to balance everything on your to-do list. You have trouble standing out in the sea of sameness. Now, it's not for those who don't want to do the work. It's not for people who are overly skeptical. It's not for people who think that I'm their savior. I'm not. I'm not your savior. I'm not Holy Ghost Jr. That's not who I am. Also, if you don't have a web presence, or if you just fail to implement in general, this is going to require work, and it's going to require strategy to be able to put this in place. And I think people have to know and understand that, because you can't just say, there's been so many times that I've put money towards a problem, but I didn't do the work that was required to get the transformation. You have to not only put the money in place, but you also have to do the work. And that combination is going to allow you to yield and reap a harvest. Far too many times when people think, well, I joined this program, well, I paid for this and it didn't work. Well, did you work it? Because when I do something, it works because I work it. And so I work these systems and I live this out and have done so for the past 6 years. And so when it comes into my coaching program, what you can expect, this is a 90-day commitment. There will be an opportunity to upgrade to a mastermind, but for now, my sole goal is to help my clients when they're in funnel cake to actually get leads in. Activate that lead generation funnel. Make sure people are there. They understand who you are, how you're showing up. You stand out in a sea of sameness. And not only that, even when you don't have an active lead magnet, we still have a funnel in place so that while you're developing that, you can support your qualified leads and your unqualified leads. Far too many times do people just don't have anything for anybody because they're like, oh, well, I don't have a lead magnet, so I don't have any type of nurturing sequence in place for people who are just generally inquiring. Some people are going to call your office or call your business, or they're going to just say, I want to be on the newsletter, and you're not talking to them. You ain't saying nothing. You don't have anything in place. The people on your email list, I think far too often, like we don't want to talk about the fact that businesses require money, like real businesses. If you don't want to make a profit, you need to be a nonprofit. I'm talking to people who want to have profitable businesses, who want to make big impact, who are not afraid to make money. If that is you, you can schedule a call with me. And most of the time, I've coached lots of attorneys, but I've coached other people too. This program is for attorneys, but I literally had somebody roll up on me and was like, I know it's for attorneys, but I don't care. I want you to be my coach. I was like, well, okay. Who am I to stop? Okay. If that's you, cool. You know? And so what happens when you get inside a funnel cake? This is a hybrid program. There's going to be some live coaching, and then there's going to be some um, on-demand content that you can watch. There's going to be the very first thing that I'm going to roll out is something called my success contract. It's really something that the Lord has given me, but it really shows you how to cast a vision for yourself. So we always start with mindset. Most, I would say 80% of y'all's problems is you don't have the right mindset. The mindset for the abundance that God wants to release to you, the mindset that it takes for you to be a champion, the mindset it takes for you to elevate and be a winner. Most of that is just not happening. And so you're in your head so much that you can't even implement because you can't get outside of your head to say, okay, I know what my present circumstances look right now. It's not even a season, it's a moment. You have to be able to recognize moments from seasons, from lifetime. And so some of the issues in your businesses are so easy to solve, but it just takes the right formula. So, first, we're going to talk about your mindset, your vision, making sure that we know exactly what we're building and what type of firm you want to build. After that, there's going to be modules that you go through. I have a CAKES formula, CAKES, and I'll walk you through that formula. And so this is going to allow you to set up that automated lead gen funnel and that pipeline. And then after that, there's going to be live coaching. And so then I go through and I do a lot of live coaching. Hey, Bianca. And so I have been coaching attorneys on and off, and really others on and off since 2018. And I'm now just shifting into my purpose, which is to coach and to provide that support and the strategy. I have scaled this law firm to 7 figures. I've been able to do that sustainably year after year after year. I've had large teams, I've had small teams, I've worked with national talent, international talent. I have systems galore, I have templates galore. And of course, if people want to work with me one-on-one, that we can certainly talk about that. But this is a group coaching program that is hybrid, that has some on-demand content, and then it is paired with live coaching from me. I'm not outsourcing the coaching to anybody else. And then it's going to allow you to be able to, transition into a higher level. Most of your problems in your business can be solved if you have enough qualified leads coming in. But if you don't know how to do that, how can we talk about you hiring a team and scaling and setting up all these systems that you need? You need to first make some money and get the right clients. And that's why we start with funnel cake. And I call it funnel cake because this stuff should be easy, and it is. How I have you set it up is easy. This is talking about a life of ease. People talk about living a soft life. I don't know about all that. Like there's nothing wrong with living a soft life, but I think an easy life is probably a little bit more my speed. I don't necessarily want a soft life. I do want things to come to me with ease. And if it's not simplified, if it's overly complicated, I don't want it. It's not necessary, right? And so I'm accepting 20 people. The decision deadline, enrollment is going to close May 5th. I have time and space on my calendar. If you go to the link in my bio, you need to complete the intake form as well as the application, and then we can talk. If you want to know how much it costs, if you want to know all these different things, I'll discuss that with you one on one during a call, and I'll share those details with you if that interests you. And so that's how I'm helping lawyers transform their businesses, get clients with ease, allowing the world to really see who they are. I think far too often people just don't even realize that people are there and they can actually make the impact. So hopefully that helps you all out. I'm actually going to be coming to, is it tomorrow? Yeah, April 19th. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about the 3 types of cash content lawyers must create for a mature market. This is going to be so fun. I love content. I love talking about it. So we're going to be talking about the 3 types of cash content you must create. Talked about it a little bit more, but I'm going to be reviewing like my top tier, 3-part top tier content strategy as well. And so that's going to be tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. But if you're interested in the program, you need to go ahead and get on my calendar and schedule a call with me, and then we can see where we go from there. All right. Well, listen, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Chat soon.